Hello humans, it's just Martine and welcome to the start of Realmathon. Realmathon is a month-long readathon hosted by Cassidy and co-hosted by a bunch of other people. I'll try to have the information linked down below. It's April 1st, so it started. I have pledged my magic to Serene, and I just finished my first book. My plan for all my vlogs for this readathon is if there's a book that I can tell you lots of things about, then I'll tell you lots of things. So there won't be any recent reads from this period of time. I'll put more of my recent reads types thoughts into these videos for books, and then if I'm reading the book for something else, I'm still going to talk about it here because I'll tell you what prompts I did it for, so that especially if you like particular ones of these prompts and are looking for more books with them, you'll know that it counts. So I just finished this book. I got 5 prompts to add magic to the realm. So train new first years, read a book from a new to you author, build a school, a YA or middle grade book, this is YA, grow crops, green on the cover, increase your population, a book with a parent-child relationship or mentor-mentee, this had both, and then medic training, which has mental health rep or healing themes. Those are the ones I went for this, which is a total of 9 points for my realm. Woohoo! I'm excited for this weekend to get some reading done. I also made a start on the Poppy War earlier, and I've started Strange the Dreamer, and those are more for like real points, jumping into like the meat of this particular readathon. This is just an incidental read. I'm going to put prompts with all of my reads for the month. So good morning. It's Saturday morning. It's almost 10:30. We're gonna go with that. Yesterday I did spend quite a good chunk of time reading. I got like to 13% of Strange the Dreamer, to 20% of the Poppy War, and then I started this new book that last night I got up to 100 pages in, and then this morning when I woke up I got to page 150, and that's After Anna by Lisa Scottoline. And this book is actually an interesting read for me because this one is loaned to me by my mom. She read it over a winter break and she was like, I think you need to read this. So I'm reading it and I'm definitely enjoying it so far. Like, I'm having a hard time putting this one down, which is why I've already read 50 pages of it this morning. So I'm kind of hoping to finish this today because I'm focused. This is told in a dual timeline, almost in the last 5 years style, where one of the main characters is moving backwards and one is moving forwards, but not exactly, but like kind of like that. And so the female's perspective is moving from the moment where her estranged daughter comes back into her life, and the other perspective is that woman's husband, so the girl's stepfather, from the moment of the verdict at his murder trial for the stepdaughter. So we're trying to figure out what's happening. Lots of things are happening. There's also mentions and representation of postpartum psychosis in this, which is pretty cool. That's why the main female character originally lost custody of her daughter, and the daughter also has like a large sum of money from her dead father. So there's just a lot of factors at play, and I really want to see what happens. Today, during the day, is going to be chill. It's going to be yet another really rainy day, so I'm probably going to stay inside for the most part, which won't be great mentally, but like is better than being rained on. And I have reading sprints with Amy on her channel this afternoon, and then tonight I have another show. I really want to finish this. If I could also make some progress in Strange the Dreamer and the Poppy War today, that would be great, because those are kind of my like long haul reads right now. But I don't have forever to read them because they're due in like 16 days at the library. I am going to get back to reading this because I really want to. It's almost noon and I just got done reading some of the Poppy War, and I got to 30%, so I read about 10%, which is good. I'm definitely enjoying it more than I thought I would so far. I'm really interested about what happened in the trials and what that means for the future. The one thing I have to say is that names are slipping through my mind like absolute sand, probably because I'm listening to it on audiobook. It's just getting a little confusing at times, but so far so good. Also, I'm halfway through After Anna, so. Hello, I just had live sprints with Amy. We were on there for like over 3 hours and I neglected to take a single video, so that's great. But I got some reading done, and I'll tell you about my review for After Anna later tonight.
Get my tongue. Speaking of After Anna, we're meeting up with Anna at Anna's Vegan Family.
Anna's
Okay, but all different people. All different.
Anyway, we're getting food and then showtime.
Yeah.
So, and I also got to 20% of Strange the Dreamer, and it switched perspectives on me, which was really annoying because I had just gotten used to the perspective I was in, and then it switched. So I don't know what's happening, and the lightning is insane right now. It's Sunday afternoon, and I'm here to deliver my review of After Anna. So first, I'm going to go over the prompts. I did Decreasing from Escana, I think is how you pronounce it. I did Sense Buys to learn about their culture, any kind of rep, so this has mental health rep in it, of a couple different kinds, including postpartum psychosis, which is pretty interesting. First Blood, red on the cover, that's red. Mind Games, a psychological thriller. I think this counts as a psychological thriller. It is largely set in like a court setting, but this was definitely like, it played some mind games, I have to tell you that. Then Seek Magical Aid, set in or an author from where you live. This author is from America. I'm from America. It counts. Betray an Alliance, an orphan or betrayal. This definitely had betrayal written all over it, and that's it, I'm pretty sure. -8 points from Escana. This, I gave it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. There was one plot twist that had my jaw like on the floor during reading sprints. Like I was doing reading sprints with Amy yesterday, and all of a sudden I was like, what? It was crazy, and I didn't see it coming. Maybe I should have seen it coming, but I didn't. And then I went and I read my mom's review. She gave this book 5 stars, largely, it seems, for the plot twist. She said the plot twist was crazy, and I agree wholeheartedly. It was crazy. Unfortunately, the plot twist happened like here in the book, I'd say, and this was kind of less because of it. It was still definitely interesting. This had high intrigue for me. Like I kept wanting to pick it up and read like 50 pages at a time, which isn't always the case with books for me. Usually I read like a chapter, I'm like, I'll switch to a new book. This one I was just like, let me read this book and only this book. Like it had my attention. I needed to figure out what was happening. I also really love books that have like trial settings, so I appreciated that. And I loved the depictions of the 2 lawyers in here. I felt like they were both such good examples of not like a lively defense. You're entitled to like a vigorous, the point is you're entitled to like a really strong, energetic defense, right? These people are trying to get you free. I definitely saw that a lot. I loved all the objections, the reasons for it, the discussions that prompted about what the jury does and does not hear, and how effective it is to tell a jury, pretend you didn't hear that, aka not. So that was really interesting. This was definitely an interesting read. I'm not sure particularly who I would recommend this to. If you like a good plot twist, yes. If you like trial settings in books, yes. So I'm really glad my mom recommended this to me and I got around to it, and I took away 8 points from somebody else's team. Hurrah. It's almost 6:30 p.m. on Sunday night, and I have some updates for you. So I officially reached 50% of the Poppy War, and I'm still enjoying it so far, and warily walking into the second half based on the things that I have heard, but so far so good, and I'll definitely wrap that up in my next Realmathon vlog. But then today I've also read half of The Nobodies by Liza Palmer. This was a gift, a birthday gift from my mom, and this has a lot going on in it. It's about this journalist, or more like ex-journalist. She's been out of work for a really long time, and people she respects are starting to like insult her writing, saying she hasn't gotten better, stuff like that. And so finally the job that she does get is as a junior copywriter at this tech startup, and she notices that things are a bit weird there, and so she starts, like a journalist does, investigating. And honestly, like I'm enjoying it so far, but I don't understand why she's freaking out about this company yet. Like I can't see them doing anything weird yet. Like her hypothesis is based on nothing. So if it turns out to be true, I'll be like, well, that was great that she figured that out, but also how? Like I don't see her line of thought. And everything they're finding out so far, they're like, so this, and I don't even know what that means. But it's not because it's like highly technical. I just think I'm getting lost somewhere. Anyway, but I am enjoying it so far, and I'm kind of hoping to finish this tonight. So I'm going to sit around and read for a bit, and I'll let you know what happens. Last night I finished The Nobodies, which I gave 3.5 stars. I used it to get 4 points for my realm with the prompts: train new first years, which is an author new to you; make an alliance, which is a book with a romance in it; and then medic training, which is a book that has mental health rep or healing themes. This had healing themes in it. This was a pretty fun read. I think I liked the characters in this book more than the premise. There were some times where the premise lost me a little bit. Like, they were revealing a scandal that didn't make me like gasp or anything. It's just like, okay, whatever. But I did enjoy some of the characters, and there's some LGBTQIA plus rep in this, especially in one prominent secondary character. Well, I guess in 2 prominent secondary characters. And I did appreciate the love interest in this, although whether or not I find it believable that they liked each other romantically, I can't decide. Yeah, this definitely has like some found family vibes. It has multiple friend groups discussed. It has good conversations about starting over your life and what to do when your life feels like it's an absolute disaster and people are telling you to stop doing the one thing that you love doing. Also great if you like a journalist main character. Maybe that's something you like. If so, I'd recommend this. So those were my weekend reads for the first weekend of Realmathon. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and comment down below which of these books seems most interesting to you, and subscribe for more reading, writing, and college lifestyle content. And until next time, bye humans, bye!